Good afternoon. Charles Cook. I'm a 22-year Air Force veteran. I'm a retired Joint Terminal Attack Controller, or JTAC for short. I spent time also as a combat controller. During my time as a JTAC, what the JTAC is the Air Force's version or the Air Force's arm of Special Forces that goes out with Army and Marine ground forces to support them in calling in and communicating close air support. So, for an example, what you saw in Transformers, in Tyrese Gibson's character, he communicated with gunships or attack aircraft in the local area in order to call in and communicate the need of close air support. In the late 90s, early 2000s, the equipment that we, the JTACs, were using was proven to be less than adequate. There was better technology available, and we wanted to use this new advancement in technology. We wanted to be up with the times. So in order to meet that need and advance our equipment to keep up with the ever-changing warfare, we developed a list of requirements. And those requirements contained or helped identify what was needed, how durable did it need to be, and how long did the battery life need to last, for an example. How and why we needed it. That was the big thing for the Air Force. Why do we need new equipment? In the Department of Defense, they always need to know, why does equipment need to be changed or advanced? And what we were facing was a delay in being able to execute our mission because we didn't have the latest and greatest in technology. And when we're downrange and we're closely engaged with, say, the Taliban or ISIS or any other type of insurgents, we need to be able to execute our objective or eliminate our objective like that. We don't need delays in communication. So what we did, again, we established a list of requirements. And once that list of requirements was established, we sent it out to some of the big vendors that support military. Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, L3 Harris, BAE Systems, companies like that. And the main risk that we needed to negate or avoid was our information being intercepted or compromised, so that way it limited or totally took our ability to communicate off the table. And if that was the case, then a lot of us would be dead in the water. I know me for myself, I wouldn't be here today. So the main risk was to avoid any type of cyber interruption or software corruption. So in the long run, what came back was Northrop Grumman, BAE Systems, Lockheed Martin, and Air Defense Systems. They all submitted what was their version of what they believe would best service our need, what we were looking for. And we decided to go with, it was Lockheed Martin's version of what was called the Special Warfare Attack Tablet, or SWAT. A SWAT computer is what they called it. But it was a Special Warfare Attack Tablet. No bigger than, say, one of the later versions of the iPhone, the big one. And what it did was it attached to our gear right up front. And we were able to then pull down our gear. We would get coordinates. We would get any information that the TOC, or the Tactical Observation Control Center, was trying to relay to us, so that we could communicate then with our radio comms to any type of attack aircraft that was in the area, be it a high altitude gunship, the fighter jets, or the attack aircraft like the A-10, or the Army attack choppers, which proved to be irreplaceable, in my opinion. Between the A-10 and the attack choppers from the Army, I know I wouldn't be here. So we were able to communicate with the pilots, confirm coordinates, and get into tight spaces and out without being detected and without being eliminated ourselves. So that special warfare attack tablet that was provided by, I think I said Lockheed Martin, I think that's who did it, was truly irreplaceable, and we can't place a value on it. But market research was what we needed, and our market research was based on our requirements that we sent out and who could best satisfy those requirements. So that's what we did, and it saved countless lives, and I'm here today because of it. And yeah, it's irreplaceable. So thank you. Hope you learned something today. Peace.